mirror, but you know, you can call me Sassy, whichever one feels good for you. I'm going to give you guys a reading for what's coming to you in August. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Definitely take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to give you a general reading to start. Hmm. Give you a general reading to start. And then after that general reading, we're going to go ahead and do a quick love and finance career, along with a little advice for you in the month of August. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. 1 second. Mm-hmm. My bad. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started. And while I'm doing that, give me a piece of paper. Because you know what? You know what I never do? I never write down. I'll be wanting to write down the timestamp because it's easier that way. So when I go back to put the timestamps in, I guess I don't need no timestamp. But yeah, I'll still write timestamps for where we're starting off. And so let's say general, starting off at 2:11. All right, let's go ahead and talk to. It's pissing me off. Um, I'm trying to stream it two different places, y'all. So bear with me. And this thing giving me such a hard time. I'm trying to stream in two different places. I'm sorry. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and give you guys a message for the month of August, starting with Sassy's thoughts. My bad. I picked up the wrong cards. Let's see what we got going for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of August. Coming to my Leos for the month of August. They gave me two cards. Something significant. They gave me three cards. Something significant happened to you in June. Um, Something significant happened to Leo in June. We'll get a little more info about that. I'm not sure that's something that you found out. It could have been good, could have been bad, but we're definitely going to find out more. Maybe you have somebody born in June, if somebody has a child in June or a sibling or something in June. Slow down, Leo. That's going to be significant for you. Some of y'all are moving too fast. Hey, Slipstream. Some of y'all are moving just a little bit too fast, Leo, and we're going to need you to slow down. And we're also in the month of August, we're talking about making them catch up. I think some of y'all are being just a little bit too humble. And, you know, humility is mostly about, when is the right time to do it and when is not the right time to do it, when it's the right time to ask for help. You know what I'm saying? Those are signs of, good humility. So, but right now, I think you're just being a little bit too humble and you're trying to take too many people with you and it's slowing you down. So I think a lot of you need to do what you need to do and make their asses catch up. I'm not on Virgo right now. I think Virgo's next though. So I'll do Virgo right after Leo. So you're still not too far behind. All right, give me one more card. Feelings of relief, sleeping better. So some of my Leos are gonna be sleeping a lot better. Gonna be able to breathe a little easier in the month of August. Probably have a lot of things going on. Maybe financial issues, maybe, just a lot of work, a lot of shit going on, kids, work, school. Couldn't breathe. It has where you couldn't breathe. Let's go ahead and get some clarifiers for Leo. It's pissing me. Oh, let's clarify June for Leo. Let's clarify June for Leo. Do, 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 do. Let's clarify June for Leo. Give me a clarifier for June. Caution. Something happened in June. Something happened in June that made you cautious and made you slow down and look at things a little bit differently. What happened in June, Leo? I'm gonna ask when I pull some tarot though. But what happened in June? Somebody, one of my Leos, tell me if you have something happen to you in June that made you slow down and say, "Wait a minute, I need to stop talking to them," or I need to stop doing that," or you know what I'm saying? What was it? What was it in June that made you say, "Give me a moment, hold up, give me a moment, give me another clarifier for slow down for the Leos." Why does Leo need to slow down in the month of August? You need to slow down because you're trying to fulfill a fantasy. And I don't really know if the fantasy is good for you because this person does not look like fantasy is good for them. I think that you're trying to fulfill a fantasy, and two cards came out. Toxic came out with fulfilling a fantasy. Hey Jeffrey. Two cards came out with fulfilling a fantasy and toxic. So I'm thinking that some of you are probably dealing with someone or something, and it might seem so good to you in the moment, but it's toxic as hell. Maybe you're doing too much towards that thing or that person, and it might feel good. It might seem like something that you should be doing, or you know what I'm saying, or something that you really want in your mind. I prayed for this, I wanted it, I asked for this, and it's coming to fruition, but it is not a good thing. It is extremely toxic. It is extremely toxic. Let's clarify, make them catch up. We'll pull more cards to get some more information on that. Make them catch up. Give me a clarifier for make them catch up. Give me a clarifier for Leo for make them catch up. Fighting for what you want, fighting for what you love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. Okay, so for some this is love. For some this is, I feel like you're trying to get to a certain destination. You're trying to there's something that you have on your mind. There is something that you really want to do. And what I really think is that I think that you are allowing a loved one to slow you down. When they say love is a battlefield, I feel like you're letting a loved one slow you down. I feel like somebody's waiting for a loved one to be where they are, or they have a business idea and they want their loved one to be a part of that business idea, but it's not the time for that right now. Right now is strictly for you to take care of your portion, what you want to do, the part that you want to do. I don't really think that, hey, Star Plays, I don't really think that you should be waiting for this person or even offering for them to work with you. Not right now. I think it's going to create more chaos than you think it is. I think that working with this person or trying to get them to catch up to your speed. Like if you are thinking about starting a business and you want your sibling or your spouse to work with you, I don't think that's the best thing at this time. I think that you should solely focus on that business on your own, right? That idea on your own. Getting them to come and work with you or stand by your side, let them do their own thing. And I honestly don't even think they want to. I don't even think they want to. Even if they're acting like they do, even if they're saying they do, watch their movements. I honestly don't know how to send gifts. I don't know. I honestly don't know how to send them. That's something I need to figure out, huh? because I'm not quite sure. I could definitely start putting my cash app up here or something like that. But other than that, I don't know how to send the gifts. Um, yeah, this is a person that you shouldn't work with right here. They are not a person that you should work with. Give me a card for feelings of relief and sleeping better for Leo and what's coming towards them in the month of August. Doing drugs? Y'all doing drugs, Leo? You doing drugs? Who doing drugs? Give me another card. Give me another card for that for Leo. Who doing drugs? So is the doing the drugs gonna make you feel better, feel more relief? Or stopping doing the drugs gonna make you feel better, doing more relief? And this might not be like crack or anything like this. It could be prescription pills. Somebody could be taking prescription pills because that's what's on the card. Prescription pills. So be mindful of that. Oh my gosh, what is happening here? Be mindful of someone that could be doing prescription pills. You might be taking them to sleep. Because that's mostly what's on this card, prescription pills. Not so much as you actually doing like snorting coke or something like that. But maybe somebody stopping addiction. Maybe they're feeling as though they don't need to do these drugs anymore in order to get a good night's sleep or in order to feel relieved. All right, let's see. Let's pull some more cards for Leo. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to stream in two different places and it's giving me troubles. I don't know what's going on with that. All right, I don't know why it's not letting me stream in my other place. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards. Let's go ahead and pull some more cards for Leo. Let's get another card for June and what they were feeling cautious about. What brought the feeling of caution in the month of June? That's going to probably resurface in the month of August to make sure that you know that that's not something you should be doing or that's not the person you should be talking to. It was a feminine energy. It was a feminine energy that somebody was dealing with in the month of June that made you feel they were being shady. They were being shady. This feminine energy, they came in like they were your friend. They came in like they were ultimately so powerful, but that person was being shady. I'm telling you, they came in with empowerment. They were smart and everything, and they could have been a Leo as well or some type of fire sign. But this person came in like they just knew exactly what they were talking about. They knew exactly what they were doing, and they seemed so empowering. But something about this feminine energy stopped you in your tracks and said, "Wait a minute, I really don't trust what you're saying. I really don't trust what you're doing. I don't trust, even though you're coming in as though you have my best interest at heart. There was something shady about this feminine energy. And it doesn't have to be so much be a woman. It could be a woman, but it could just be a male with feminine energy as well. Let's see. Let's get some more clarifiers. Gonna clarify slow down, fulfilling a fantasy and toxic. I'm telling you, for the slowdown, like this was, I feel like this was something. You see that memories and nostalgia. This is something that you. This is something. This is an old person. This is a person from your past. This is somebody that you grew up with. This is somebody that you've known for a long time. And when you're dealing with them, like it's so nostalgic, and like you think about all of the memories, and you think about all the things that you've done together. But it is a toxic energy, and I think most of my Leos are too busy banking on the past when it comes to this person, and not their present energy. So in the month of August, I'm asking you to like slow down on dealing with this person, Leo, or dealing with this particular situation, because sitting there thinking about just the memories of it and how back in the day it made you feel good, and they said the right things back in '07, but right now they're extremely toxic. They're not a part of what you're trying to build. They're not a part of where you're trying to go. They're a toxic energy. And that's why it's like you're fulfilling a fantasy, because maybe y'all dealt with each other back in the day and like y'all are coming back around trying it again. And instead of you focusing on how they're acting right now, the way that they talk to you, the way that they act towards you, whether or not they're fulfilling their promises or, doing the things that they said they were going to do, you're still thinking about the old version of them. And that kind of has you up in the clouds. And that's exactly what the picture's showing. The picture's showing up in the clouds. Up in the clouds, y'all. All right, let's see. Give me another clarifier for make them catch up. Make them catch up. Who would Leo need to make catch up? And listen, it might be hard not to kind of move forward without this person, or just move forward by yourself. Some of you probably a little nervous about moving forward by yourself. Maybe you don't want to leave anyone behind, but it's not about that. Right now, it's about you taking action. Is you having the courage to keep moving forward. Jupiter is the planet of luck, right? Your person could be a Sagittarius. Maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius because Sagittarius rules. Jupiter rules Sagittarius. I believe it also rules Aquarius. So your person could be a Sagittarius or an Aquarius, and maybe you just love them, right? You love them, and you love their energy, and you love them. But at the end of the day, it's time for you to focus on your beginnings. What you currently have planned is not for them. It is for you. It is for you, Leo. It is for you. Let's get some more clarifiers on feelings of relief, sleeping better, and doing drugs. Like, what the hell? Some of my Leos are doing prescription drugs. I don't really think it's like cocaine or crack. I think it's more like prescription drugs, maybe sleeping pills, anxiety medicine, or something like that. Something of that nature. Let's see. Give me another card. Let's get a card to clarify. Some of y'all are, and you might have a lot. I feel like you just have so much going on. And some of you probably are taking these prescription pills. And of course, this is not for everybody. I know everybody's like, Sassy, I do not take no prescription pills. I am not doing any drugs. But somebody is taking prescription pills for anxiety, for sleep, even for pain. Could even be for chronic pain. You might be taking prescription pills, right? And then you're still out there partying, and on the outside, you look like everything's good, looks like everything's fine, you know, and you're partying. So to the world, people don't know that you might be dealing with anxiety, or you might be dealing with sleepless nights or chronic pain, because on the outside, you're still partying. Some people might be grieving, so they're taking medication for grief. You know what I'm saying? But on the outside, you're still out here hanging out and you're partying. And when you're with your friends, you're drinking and you're laughing and you're joking, because you're hiding that part of you that's really the inner you that's going through some things, that's going through this pain or this sleepless nights or this anxiety, these feelings of grief, right? Let me clarify. Let's get some tarot and clarify with some tarot, Leo. All right, let's clarify this first pile. All right, which is June. Caution, a feminine energy that's coming up shady. Even though they were, when they came in, they seemed so empowering. They were talking that good stuff. But now that feminine energy has you looking at them like with the craziest side eye. Give me a card for that spirit. Give me a card for Leo and that feminine energy that they're now side eyeing. Too many, too many, too many. But that was a lot. There was a lot to be said in those cards that just fell out. Give me some cards about that, please. All right. Just had to remove a little something, something from the chat because they were tripping and they wanted my attention, and I just didn't have it to give to them. All right, let's see. Give me some card spirit. Tell me about this feminine energy that has Leo side eyeing it. That showed them a different them in the month of June, and I think they're gonna try to come back around in August. And I just believe that you're kind of just gonna blow them off. I think you're gonna blow them off because they're gonna think they're gonna be able to keep coming back doing the same thing and saying the same thing they used to. And you're not with that. Card for Leo. Yeah, this person was very passive aggressive. They were passive aggressive. Like they would say things and then try to blow them off as just jokes. You know what I'm saying? And even though they were trying to make it seem like it was just jokes, it had you kind of like feeling a little bit different. It was slightly planting seeds that had you feeling like you weren't moving like your best self when you even if you're not. Like, don't be passive aggressive. Come and tell me exactly what you mean. Don't sit and try to be funny. Because if you're my friend or if you're here for empowerment, you need to come and tell me exactly what it is that's on your mind. Running away and, I mean, saying little smart jokes and stuff like that is not gonna get you anywhere. I think this person just used to say little small stuff, and then if you would say something back, they would do their best to try to stop you or stop it and say, "Oh, I'm just playing," or something of that nature. But they weren't just playing, Leo. They were being shady. They were being shady. You know what I'm saying? I think they were jealous of you, low key. I think this person was low key jealous, Leo. I see. I feel like they were low key jealous and they were trying to humble you at any chance that they can get to humble you. Like they were trying to, anything that you did that didn't seem right, they were so quick to jump on it and say something about it. And that was a no-no for you, Leo. I think that they've been doing it for a while, but something that they said to you in June, that passive aggressive ass attitude or shit they had going on, whatever that was in June, that stopped them in their tracks. You stopped in your tracks and said, "Wait a minute, like this bitch is being shady as fuck. Like this bitch is being shady. Like this person does not have my best interests at heart. Like every time I do something, like they're empowering, but every time that you step wrong, they were throwing shady ass jokes. And you realize that you caught on to it. You finally caught on to it that they were throwing some shady ass jokes. And it's one thing to approach you, Leo, and say, well, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, as your friend or, as your coworker or, as somebody close to you, I feel like this, and this. But no, they were being shady as fuck. And you realized they were being shady. And so that caught your attention. Let's clarify the next tile for Leo. Why does Leo need to slow down coming in August? Tell us more about why does Leo need to slow down in August, about this toxic energy, about this toxic energy. It might seem like a fantasy. It might seem like the best thing since sliced bread, but I promise you that it's not. Let me see. Justice. Yeah, you know what? You know what? What I think it is, Leo, I'm thinking that you were looking for something that was just right for you. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things may have seemed unfair, and I believe that you felt like this particular relationship is just right for you. Give me another card. But I don't think that it is. I don't believe that it's just right for you. It might seem that way. I'm telling you, you're so busy. A lot of you are focused on the past version of this person. And I feel like also, if it was so good, why would they just be a past version? I feel like a lot of you dealt with them in the past and now you're dealing with them again in the future, probably broke up. And now you're dealing with them in the future, trying to fix things from the past. And it's not going to work. You're definitely thinking about expanding with them. You're definitely thinking about growth with this person, but you also are aware that this person is not reliable. They are not consistent. Some of them don't even have a job. Somebody Leo's dealing with somebody who's not even working, so they can't be consistent. They can't be reliable. They're probably angry because they don't have what they need in themselves, so they can't be consistent. Somebody's dealing with somebody who does not have a job, does not have a valid source of income. So you might be their valid source of income. You might be what's helping them get through it. Don't give them shit else. Don't give them a dime. Don't give them a quarter. Don't give them a nickel. Don't give them shit. The old them is not the present them. Those old laughs that y'all shared before are no longer, they no longer matter. Because what you do need is justice. What you do need is something that's balanced. What you do need is something that is fair, right? And this isn't, because this person isn't reliable. How can they be balanced? How can they be fair? How can they, you know what I'm saying, be any of those things if they're not reliable? You can't call on them when you need them. And it's not all about money, right? But we don't live on air. We don't live on air. You can't take love and pay your light bill or your rent with it, right? Because you're reliable to them. That's why Spirit is telling you to slow down doing things and moving for this person, because you are reliable for them. If they need something, they can come to you, and you're going to do your best to help them. And you deserve that in return. That's why you're going to slow down. You are going to slow down. This is not me just saying you need to. I'm telling you that you are going to slow down. You're going to see that this person is inconsistent and unreliable, and that you deserve something that fits your present being, right? Another card. Let's go ahead and clarify. Make them catch up. Why is Leo making them catch up in the month of August? Which I know why. Because you're on goal and you don't need anything that's gonna slow you down. Because this person, even though the page of wands is a page that likes to they're curious and they're gonna get up and they're gonna move. And I believe that's you. You're curious. You're eager to learn. And not only are you eager to learn, you're eager to actually do it, right? So once you apply knowledge, that's you, Leo. You're applied knowledge. You're not just knowledge is power. Your applied knowledge is power. Once you learn how to do something, you're gonna go actually out there and put it to use. And I don't believe that this person is gonna be able to do the same thing. I don't think they want to keep up. Give me another card for this pal. Yep. You trying to put hope in this, but I promise you, there is no hope in trying to work with this person or trying to work with this person, these people. There is no hope in it. It is going to dim your light. It is going to dim your light. And I don't want you to start I don't want you to start feeling as though, what's the word? Oh God. I can't think of the word right now. But I don't want you, Leo, to start like looking at them in a bad way because they're not moving how you move, or you put too much hope, or you put too much intention, or you put too much stock in their movement. Because, yeah, I know they're not moving how you move. They're not into the things that you're into. Again, they might say they are, but where are their actions saying? Are their actions saying that they are? Let's see. Let's get another card here. Let's clarify. Feelings of relief and sleeping better, doing drugs, partying external. Let's see. Let's do another card for this. Somebody is just worn out. You're tired. You're tired. You're tired. Some are worn out and tired. Some just dropping their guard down. But you still want to think logically. You still want to move logically. Like, I think you're tired of this chronic pain or not being able to sleep or this anxiety. And you just want to be able to think logically. A lot of you just want to let your guard down because then sometimes that's a burnout, the nine of wands in reverse. And sometimes you're just letting your guard down because you want to be more vulnerable. You want to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you should go and talk to somebody. I'm thinking that this King of Swords is somebody that you should be able to go and talk to, and they're able to give you logical information. It won't be emotional. It'll be logical to where you can truly understand it, and it's gonna help you move forward. You're gonna have to go and chat with somebody just to get this feeling of relief and its ability to sleep better without partaking in any type of drugs. And then again, I don't believe that this is like crack or anything like that. I believe it's prescription medication. So for some, this is very specific. This pal, this is prescription medication. Somebody's taking prescription medication for sleep, chronic pain, grief, anxiety. But on the outside, you're still partying, you're still hanging out, you're still, you're still showing up for people, even though on the inside you may be tired or you may be hurting. And that could be physically or emotionally, right? But right now you're just like, man, I want to let my guard down. Man, I want to let my hair down. Man, I'm tired of standing tall and like doing this shit while I'm in pain. And I believe that you're gonna go and talk to somebody. That swords, that that King of Swords, you're gonna go and talk to somebody who's gonna give you the right information or definitely point you in the right direction to get the relief that you're looking for. Leo, coming in August. And August is what, 2 days away? 2 days away. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get a love message for Leo. What's coming towards Leo for the month of August? Somebody got some new love coming in. Somebody got some new love coming in for the month of August, Leo. Mm-hmm. And it's gonna be the chemistry is gonna be great. The sexual tension and sexual energy is gonna be great. It's gonna be might be two creatives because it's the Ace of Wands. Could be two creatives, two people who think about building and making things, and you know what I'm saying. Let's see another card. This person could be another fire sign: Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Let's see. And if this is not new love for you, Leo, it just could be a new spark with whoever it is that you have. A new spark, just a new feeling, like renewed feeling, renewed energy. Right? Maybe if y'all been feeling kind of dull with each other, y'all not been feeling each other lately. That shit is about to change. Let's see, let's get another card for Leo. And they coming in with offerings, Leo. That's so cute. They coming in with offerings. They coming in to offer you some love. They coming in to offer you something new, something cute. It might not be the biggest gift, but it's definitely going to be something of offering to let you know that they like you or they love you. If this is somebody that you're renewing your energy with, Leo, they like you, they love you. Another card for Leo. The sexual energy is crazy. Knight of Wands. The sexual energy between the two of you is going to be so crazy. I got peace in my nails. It's going to be so crazy. They're going to come in fast. They're going to come in extremely fast. But let me give you a warning about the Knight of Wands. They sometimes they come in so fast and they burn out, right? Because they're coming in so fast. They're so impulsive. They just want to get what they can get. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful. Slow them down. Slow them down just a little bit. Like, baby, wait a minute. Like, I understand you like me and you like the way I look. You like the way I talk. I understand you like me. But let's slow it down just a little bit. Kind of keep them in that Page of Cups energy as much as you can, with just a bit of that Knight of Wands. Like, yeah, we're sexy together or whatever, but hey, keep offering me love. Don't just try to give me sex. Don't just try to give me fast, just too much sexual energy, right? Try to keep them at bay on in that Page energy until they become a Queen of Cups or a King of Cups. All right, let's talk about career and finances for Leo coming towards them in August. Y'all got something fast and furious coming towards you. You have some communication coming to you about finances or what you're trying to do in your career. And that's why I said, if you're trying to like work with somebody on a project or a business or anything of that nature, it's not about them. It is about you. It is about you and your focus, because you definitely have something coming towards you hot and heavy. Hot and heavy. What is Leo's money looking like in the month of August? Your money's looking like what you make it. I mean, your money's going to be based off you putting in effort. A lot of you, your money's going to be based off just the things that you say. It's going to be based off you talking. A lot of my Leos are going to get paid just off of talking, just off of being around, listening, right? It's not, the Page of Swords is not really like going up there working hard as hell. They're mostly like, I'm talking, like the things that I say make people curious about me. And that alone, the curiosity that your energy is going to bring is going to get you paid. Another card for career and finances for Leo was coming towards them in August. Hello, thank y'all for joining the live. Let's see. Another card here. Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. I'm thinking that's something that you were looking for to come in, that you might be looking for to come in into you in August. It might not come to you, Leo. Some type of offering that you thought was going to come to you probably won't, but that's still not going to hinder you. Now, this has nothing to do with the Eight of Wands. I think that is something totally different. This is not something that you are thinking about. This is something that's going to come hot and ready, like Little Caesar's pizza. Like, this is going to come to you quickly. The information for it is going to come to you quickly. You might get that soon within the first week or so of the month of August. And happy birthday, Leos. I'm sorry, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to the Lions, right? But something that you thought, something that a plan that you had that you felt like was coming towards you, it's gonna fall through. It's not gonna come to you. The offering is not gonna come to you. But I believe you could just go out there and take it if you can. Let's get another card. Let's clarify this Nine of Cups reverse for Leo. But you can still have it though. It might not come to you the way that you thought it was, but I believe once you go out there and you get to selling yourself, and I don't mean selling your ass, I mean selling your business, selling your brand. You know what I'm saying? Speaking up for yourself, you're still gonna be able to get what it is. Like, you're gonna be able to surpass or bypass that Knight of Cups in the reverse for what you thought was coming towards you, and maybe you thought it was coming from somebody who likes you. Maybe you thought that it was coming from somebody who likes you and they're a business person as well. And they got a little thing for you. And so maybe they told you they were going to do something, but then they're not going to follow through. But you're still going to be able to get it with this Knight of Swords, all right? Somebody else, either you going out and talking and getting it yourself, or somebody who comes right behind you and comes right behind that Knight of Cups and points you in the direction of where you need to go. Either way, you're still going to get it. It's just not going to come like you thought. And again, if it was somebody who liked you and they told you that they were going to do something for you, they more than likely they're not going to do it. And maybe it's because they're going to find out that you don't like them like that, or you're not going to move the way that they want you to move, Leo, because they like you. You don't like them. Like, you're just, it's business, but they don't quite understand it, and they don't know how to separate business from pleasure. They thought by them helping by them helping you or saying they were going to give you something when it came to your business or your finances. They thought that it would change the way that you viewed them. Oh, if I do this for Leo, Leo's going to like me now. They'll let me take them on a date, or they'll let me, you know what I'm saying, or they'll take me on a date type energy. And that's not going to work. That's not what you're going to do. It is all business, and it's about money right now for you, Leo. So you're not going to do that. And since you're not going to do that, that's going to fall through. But right behind that Knight of Cups reverse, a Knight of Swords is going to come through, and they're going to be like, "Don't worry, this is business. This is business. So let me tell you how to do it, and I'm gonna point you in a direction, and you're still going to get exactly what it is that you were going to get, that you were looking for." Now let's go ahead and give Leo some advice for the month of August. Let's give Leo some advice for the month of August, Spirit. Let's give Leo some advice for the month of August. Let's give Leo some advice for the month of August, Spirit. Three of Wands reverse. Let's see. Eight of Cups. What else? Two of Swords. Okay, so listen, you walking away from a lot of things in the month of August. And if you're not going to walk away from them, I'm telling you that you need to walk away from them. Something that you were thinking about expanding on. Um, You're no longer going to be thinking about that. You, whatever that person, place, or thing that you were sitting and you were thinking that you were going to expand on, you're not going to be thinking about expanding on that. You're actually going to be thinking about walking away from that particular situation. And if you're not thinking about walking away from it, I'm telling you that you need to be walking away from it. The decision that you need to make is to focus on Leo. Two of Swords reverse says that the decision will be made. In the upright, that's like, okay, we're thinking about it and the decision has to be made. But once it's in the reverse, that means the decision has been made. So the decision that you're going to make coming up for you in August is to walk away from things that don't serve your peace, don't serve your mental capacity. They're not good for your emotions. They're not good for your expansion. They're not good for your growth. They're definitely not good for your expansion because the Three of Wands is in the reverse. So it's not going to be good for your expansion. It's not going to be good for your growth, and you're just going to say, "Okay, let's move forward." The choice that you're going to make, or that some of you need to make, if you're still on the fence, is that you're going to walk away from things that cause you to be stagnant because you're all about growth, prosperity, and expansion. You want to expand. You want to move up. If you're a business owner, you might want a chain or something, right? You might want a brand of something. You don't want to just work in one building. You don't want to just sit in one spot. You want to move around. Some of you want to travel with your business or with something that you have on your mind. You want to travel. You want to get up and move. And if you don't walk away from the things that are not allowing you to expand, to grow, you're gonna grow all right, but you're gonna grow into a weed, and the weed's gonna choke everything out. And what I prefer for you to grow into is a sunflower, right? Get taller and taller and taller and taller, and as tall as you can absolutely get, Leo. So the advice for you for the month of August is to remove yourself from things that have you stagnant. Cause in your mind you're like, dang, I want growth. I want something else. I want better. I want more. But your environment, people you're around, places you're in is not allowing for you to do that. And so the advice for you is to make a choice on what it really is that you want to do. Do you really want to be out here partying, or do you really want to create a strong lineage, a strong foundation for your lineage, for your family, for your kids? You know what I'm saying? If you don't have kids, you want to do it for your damn self. You just want to do it for yourself, right? You just want to do it for yourself. So the advice for you for the month of August is to get out there and just do it for yourself. Decision, you're going to make the decision. Two of Swords in reverse said the decision is going to be made. So I'm giving you advice, but I think you already know exactly what I'm talking about. And you already had this in mind because it's not really advice. It's more like Leo is going to walk away from the bullshit. All right. So that's what I have for you coming to you in August, Leo. Again, this is for the sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you would like a personal reading, go ahead and DM me, and I will go ahead and send you the information for a personal reading. Thank you everyone for joining the live, you guys.